Yeah, yeah. It's a really, really wonderful transition to play for me as an actor. You know, prior to this season, the first four seasons were really, for Jax's character, a process of trying to figure out how he was going to get out of the club and leave the life behind. And now when he assumed the role of president at the end of the last season, all of that like fantasy or those notions disappeared, and he resigned himself to the fact that this is going to be the rest of his life, and it's kind of liberating, to make a decision that you've been toiling with and just put it to bed and say that's not happening. But I think what's really, really fun and interesting to play is that he's now experiencing what Clay has been dealing with all these years, and resenting Clay and disdaining him for the decisions and the moves that he makes. But I think that Jack starts to see that it's not that easy sitting at the head of the table, that there are certain things that you have to do as a leader, like lying to your brothers and keeping secrets and making those hard decisions that weirdly, I think, creates like a little empathy towards Clay. Like he starts to understand that, not all of the decisions that Clay made were maliciously, motivated, that it's just the byproduct of being the king. So I think there's a lot of really interesting, fun stuff to play. I think actually it just deepens my relationship with Tara. I think that, again, she also has gone through a full process of wanting to be part of the world, realizing it's not ultimately the right thing for her, wanting to get away, and then realizing that all of that was just a fantasy, that there's no getting away. So we've been through a parallel journey, and I think that she too, in the same way, has just resigned herself, and in a kind of a fierce, bold way, moving into the new chapter with a determination to make this what we want it to be, and not just accept what it's become,